What's poppin', you are? It's your girl, Princess Samani Sharifa. What's up? What's good? What's poppin', you? Shout out to the Dynasty. That is so nice. Rock it to your girl channel. What's up, mama, papa? What's goody, you are? So, on to these episode, babies, we are going to be talking about like a well interesting topic today. We're gonna be talking all about jealousy versus envy. We're gonna talk all about like if these two are anything like different from each other, or if it's the same, what they mean, all that good stuff, babies. And I really want to give you us the 100 advice, and we go on to that. So let's go ahead. We're gonna hop right doing into it. Let's get it. Y'all, thank you again for tuning back into your girl channel. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. What's poppin', babies? What's good in you? What's good with you? With you? You. What's up, my loves? What's good, you are? So, babies, like I said, mama and papa, we are going to be talking about like a really, like I said, interesting topic today. We're gonna talk all about jealousy versus envy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about like what's the difference between the two, if there's any difference, what it means, all that good stuff, right? Alright, but so I want to talk about this, and I'm gonna keep it a being with you all, because you already know that's all we do on my channel, sweets. I'm gonna be well, you know what I'm saying, well blunt, gonna put it out on the table about how I feel about these two words. How I feel about the theory of jealousy versus envy. Because I say that way because you got a lot of motherfuckers out here that really feel like that these two words are different. They feel like that the meaning behind that, the emotion behind that, the intention behind that is different. You know, like you saying like I do, you know, like it's motherfuckers out here that feel like that. Not everybody, but you got some people, my loves, they'll say like, oh, you know, it's okay to be jealous because jealousy is just like a normal emotion that everybody would feel when, you know, anybody could get jealous. It's okay to be jealous. And then some people will say, well, envy is a whole different ballgame from being jealous. You know, like when a person's envious of you, that's something completely different from jealousy. So it's like, you know, like you got people that really feel like these two things are two different concepts, two different meanings. You know what I'm saying? And if you are a person that's jealous, it's okay. But if you a motherfucker out here that's envious, that's when it's like, oh, no, you know, you can't be envious. So we're going to clear this shit up today. And I'm going to just keep it real with you, babies. Like, this is my opinion about it. Like, at the end of the day, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But Bush, my dude, I'm going to pop my motherfucking shut today, and I'm going to tell you my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta agree with that. I really don't care if you don't agree with it. Just keep it in the bill with you all. But I'm going to really break this shit down or the whole outlook of these two words. You know what I'm saying? So jealousy, envy. What does these two words mean? Huh? Let's start off with that. Let's first talk about what the fuck do the word jealous mean, and then we're gonna talk about what the fuck the word envy mean. Envy. You know what I'm saying? Jealousy, envy, envious, whatever. We're gonna talk about like what these two words mean, my girl, my dog. You know what I'm saying? So let me first read the definition to you. So we're going to read together, you know, like we're in class. Get your door, like get your phones out, babies, and let's read it together. Mama, Papa, we gotta have a little fun. You know, like we gotta add a little spice where you are. Oh, I cannot. Okay, so we're done. What you know, but like, baby girls, fellas, we're gonna first read what this word jealous means. Now, this is the definition that you can obviously type on Google jealous definition, and you will clearly see the things that I'm about to read off to you, babies. So for jealous, it says online, feeling or showing envy of someone or their achievements and advantages. Now, when you look at other words, when they describe, you know, this word jealous, it says similar. So it lists up like different similar words that is essentially adjacent and the same thing as jealous. You know what I'm saying? You want to know what the first word is? Huh? Question for you, Mama, Papa. I need you to answer me what I'm asking you a question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking you this for no reason, what? Do you want to know what the first word is when it says similar words? You want to know what the first word is? Do anybody know the answer? I need hands up. Guess what the answer is, girl? Guess what the answer is, fellas? The first word, my loves, for similar words of jealous, envious. I'm gonna say this shit one more time for my bushes and my dudes in the back that ain't heard you, girl. The first word that Google lists for similar words that are similar to the word jealous is envious. So you already know where we going with this shit, big dogs. And if you don't know, by the time I'm done rapping about this shit with you, my girl, my dude, you're going to know, Mama, Papa. So that's one of the first words. Now, of course, they have like other words, you know, shit like that. They have malicious. They have spiteful. They have selfish. They have resentful. You know what I'm saying? They have bitter. And then there's some more words. You know what I'm saying? But like, these are all similar words that Google like to list that is comparable to the word jealous. Essentially saying that this word is another word to describe the person that could be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but so let's move on to the next definition. So the next definition, babies, is that word envy. E-N-V-Y. You know, in case you don't know how to spell that, it's E-N-V-Y. You know? I know you know, but you ain't sure. I wanted to spell it for you, baby. I wanted to spell it for you. So, the definition for the word envy, it says a feeling of discontent or resentful, longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. Okay. So, they have some similar words. Just like, for that last definition that we just done, babies. They have some similar words listed on Google. Guess what the first similar word does, Mama, Papa, when you see for the definition of envy? Okay, you already know, babies. I need answers. Come on, let's add the math up, please. I need answers. I just told you I need answers when I'm talking to you, my loves. The first similar word that's listed on Google that will describe the word envy is jealousy. Babies, I like to joke. But I gotta say it again. Like, the first word that is listed for the similar words that will describe the word envy is jealousy. Now, they have some other words listed. They have bitterness, they have spite, they have resentment. These definitions that I just read off to you that describe jealous, that describe envy, and the different similar words that was up under jealous and up under envy, I got it from Google. So you can literally use your fucking phone and you could definitely look the shit up, my girl, my dude, and you could see, babies, the same thing that I just said, unless Google decide to change it. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But what I'm seeing is, at this current moment, it was exactly what I just read. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to what we're talking about today, right? The question is, what's the difference between the two? What's the difference between a person that's jealousy, versus a person that's obvious, that have envy? Because if you remember, Mama, Papa, remember what I said earlier, that you have people out here that feel like these are two different concepts. These are two different things. These are two different categories. Now, of course, again, I'm going to make sure that you know, not everybody feel like that, but we really talking about the motherfuckers that do. I'm really talking about the bushes, the dudes out here that really think in their head that this is two different concepts. How the fuck is it two different concepts, my girl, my dude? We just read the definitions. The definitions of both were seeing the same thing, just using different words. And even the definition for the word jealous, it actually contained the word envy in that definition. It said feeling or showing envy of someone or their achievements and advantages. It literally said that in the definition. You know? So when you talk about both of these words of jealousy and envy, it's the same thing. You talking about the same low-ass, fuck-ass vibrational energy that is attached to both words. It's not two different concepts. It's not two different concepts, my loves. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They have two different definitions that describe two different words. But if you're really paying attention to what they're saying in the word jealous and the word envy, it's the same meaning. They're just using different words. And like I just said, babies, for the word jealous, they actually do contain that word envy in that actual definition. So what does that tell you? So, like, I'm confused. How is jealousy different from envy? How is envy, my loves, different from jealousy, babies? It don't make sense. And I'm sorry. That's the truth. It don't make sense. You have to know, and I've said this so many times on my channel, babies. I'm only listening to your girl here. I'm going to keep that shit about with you. You have to know that whenever you are talking about a person that's motherfucking jealous of you, that energy that is attached to jealousy is not of a Lord God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High. But I would need Mama, Papa, that you want to call God. Fine by me, babies. Because God got multiple names. She ain't Shane. But that energy that's attached to the word jealousy does not contain a log of the universe high vibrational energy with it. It contains Satan's energy. I always tell you, babies, that when you talk about a motherfucker out here that is jealous, that is a disease within your heart. When a person has jealousy within them, and that's what they reside on, and it dwells in them, and that's who their character is. Where they are a jealous person, they look at other people and they get jealous. That is a disease within your heart. In order to love, what has to be beating in your human body? Baby girls, fellas, what needs to be beating in your human body in order to love? By the grace of the Lord God, your heart has to. If your heart stop beating, babies, your motherfucking ass not going to be loving. Period. We all know that. So, at the end of the day, when you talk about jealousy being within your heart, that's a disease in your heart. That's an actual disease that you can't see, but it attacks your heart space. It attacks your heart chakra. And when it's attacking your heart chakra, you have to know that's not a Lord God that is giving you that energy of jealousy, but that is Satan's energy that is attacking your heart chakra and causing a disease within your heart. So you, at that point, for people, babies, that while they struggle with jealousy, they look at other people that is achieving things, that is accomplishing things, that may have more than them, that may be at a further level than them, that may be at a more higher career status than them, or whatever the case may be. And instead of that person being inspired by that dude or that girl that's at that level or doing whatever they're doing in their lives, they get jealous, aka they get envious. Envy is no different. Envy is the same emotion as jealousy. It has the same spirit that's attached to it. What's the motherfucking spirit? Huh? What's the spirit? We just broke it down. Satan's motherfucking energy is attached to that spirit. A Lord God is not going to be guiding you to be envious of somebody. So when you have envy within your heart, that's also the same disease as jealousy within your heart. It goes hand in hand, babies. It goes hand in hand. It's no different. A motherfucker out here that's jealous of somebody, that's envious of somebody, it's no different, sweets. You're talking about the same low vibrational energy that's controlled by Satan that's influencing you to be at a low vibration where you can't clap for a motherfucker. You get envious, you get jealous, you look at it that's your opponent all because a Lord God is blessing that person or have blessed that person to have maybe something that you want. or something that you are trying to work towards but you haven't achieved it yet, or something that maybe you inspire to have but you don't, whatever the case may be. But instead of you looking at that person by your Lord God's grace at a higher vibration and just, like appreciating what the Lord God is showing you and being inspired by the person, you look at it and you follow it. That's not a Lord God's energy, sweetheart. So you can't try to blanket the word jealousy. You can't sit up here and try to put a motherfucking mask on that bitch and act like that it's okay to be jealous, but then, when you talk about envy, it's not okay. No, it's not motherfucking okay either way, my nigga. That's essentially what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting that shit out on the table, mama, papa. And I ain't judging nobody, baby. You already know on my channel, we do not judge. The only person that's perfect is the Lord God. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about judging, but we speak the motherfucking facts on the channel. And I'ma tell you what's good at the end of the day. Putting a blinker statement by saying that jealousy is different from envy to make it feel seeming that it's okay to be jealous when it bitch might do it's the same fucking thing. And the shit is in black and white right on Google. If you one of them people that, you gotta see it on the motherfucking internet, okay, it's on the internet. So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, a little girl promoted that to be on the internet, so what? That shit right on the internet. And it starts the same thing. So I'm confused. You tell me, baby. How the hell is it different? That shit is some bullshit, my nigga. At the end of the day, people that think like that are people that really don't want to heal that jealousy within them. So instead, what they do, they listen to the low vibrational energy that influences their thoughts, which is Satan's energy at the end of the day. And they really convince their mind that jealousy is okay, when in reality, Allah God don't want you being jealous, envious, either or, because both are two low vibrational energies that stimulates from Satan's energy, babies, not Allah God's energy. At the end of the day, Satan is always going to want you to be jealous and envious of people. Because again, sweethearts, like we talked about, it's that same disease within your heart that blocks your heart chakra, whether if you are consciously aware of it or not. And when you have that disease within your heart from jealousy or envy, and it blocks your heart chakra, you have to know that not only is your heart chakra going to be blocked in different ways, but that's going to trickle to your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, and the energy that you carry, babies, as a dude or as a girl. Yeah. That's what the hell I said. That's what the hell I said. That shit is going to manifest in your mind and the way that you think. So you look at people and you become jealous. You become envious. But then you tell yourself, well, like jealousy, it's okay to be jealous as long as I'm not envious. Bitch, that's the same thing. My dude, that's the same thing. What the fuck are you talking about? You speaking in tongues when you see that shit. Oh, nah, girl, I ain't speaking in tongues. What the fuck you talking about? Like, it is two different things. No, the hell is not, my girl. The fuck are you talking about? Since you tripping, like, jealousy, that's different from envy. My dude, like, I don't really give a fuck about your little blinker statement that you're seeing. Again, I'm going to pop my shit and I'm going to say my opinion. Because at the end of the day, this the shit I stand on, my nigga. And I don't give a fuck if you want to admit it or not. It's the same damn thing. At the end of the day, jealousy and envy, neither one of those emotions are attached to a lower God's energy where he's influencing you to be that way. It's Satan's energy that stimulates from your lower version of self that influences those emotions. And that's what attacks your heart. And it can be a disease within your heart, which will affect your spirit, your energy, your mind, your soul, and your body. That's why they have similar words like resentful. Jealous had one of the similar words was resentful, resentment. You look at envy, one of the similar words was resentful, resentment. You look at jealous, one of the similar words was bitter. You look at envy, one of the similar words was bitterness. They had similar words that were the same because it's the same thing, babies. Stop the fucking cap, my nigga. At the end of the day, if you want better for yourself, my loves, you gotta call yourself out on your own bluff. You gotta pull your own core, my girl, my dude. And you gotta stop sitting up here seeing shit that don't make sense. I the motherfucking matter, that shit don't make sense, babies. It don't make sense. I don't give a damn what you see. Nope. Nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Like, I don't, like, I'm sorry. I don't care what you see, because at the end of the day, mama, papa, when you speak the motherfucking facts, it don't add up, sweets. Alua God is not the author of confusion. He's the God of the truth and the facts of it all. He make it make sense, my nigga. He not going to have you in the confusion and illusions. But the way that Satan's energy was created was to cause confusion and illusions up. You permit your own self to feed into the energy. So know that at the end of the day, for a person to see that jealousy is different from envy, that's a confusion. That's an illusion. That's not, like, that's, like, I'm sorry, at the end of the day, that's not facts. That's illusions. Because it's the same thing, it's just two different words. You know how, like, when they see the word tornado, and then some people see it like tomato, but at the end of the day, they talking about the same thing. Like, you talking about the same thing. The red food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see tomato, you're seeing the same thing. It's just you're pronouncing God at different ways, but you're still seeing the same thing. It's the same thing. There are a lot of different words that can describe essentially the same thing, but to make up in your mind that is a whole different concept, because you don't want to do the work as a dude or as a girl to work with a Lord God to heal that point of jealousy within you, sweethearts. What it really shows us the lack of inner self-love and self-worth that you want to do for yourself to really ascend past that jealous stage. So inside, you rather be motherfucking comfortable and act as though that there's no elephant in the room when it comes to jealousy, when in reality, babies, it does. And against me, you have a lot of people that they may not be consciously aware of this stuff on this kind of level, but then you got a lot of motherfuckers that us, and they just don't give a fuck. So what I'm saying is, mama and papa, this is not anything different. This is the same thing. When you are talking about that you may be a jealous person, just know you do contain envy within you. When you talking about that envy is this type of, big green eye monster, whatever like that, and it's not okay to be that way, but yet you still contain jealousy within you, sweets. Just know you are already that way. It's the same thing. And whether if you want to acknowledge that to a lower God in yourself, that's your business. At the end of the day, sweetheart. But understand that it's not a different emotion behind it just because it's a different word. It's the same low vibrational fuck ass emotion that is attached to Satan's energy that is killing your heart, your spirit, your energy, your mind, your soul, and your body. Regardless if you want to consciously admit that or not. So I hope this helps, babies. I hope this helps, sweethearts. Babies, I just had to keep it a bond today. Ain't shame because this is one of the things that really annoys me, and when I say annoy, I'm just saying because it's common sense. But a lot of people don't want to use the common sense. A lot of people like to gaslight their own themselves. You know what I'm saying? And again, babies, I'm not saying this as a judgment. Because again, nobody is perfect other than a real God. That is one of the staples on my channel. I always put that shit out there. Damn near say that almost every episode. That nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? The only person that's perfect is the Lord God, and He don't expect for you to be perfect, baby girls, fellas. What He expects is for you to be very genuine. When you have a relationship with Him and your higher self, to be very consistent with your relationship with Him and your higher self, and to strive for excellence, my loves, in all areas of your life. And as you do those things, you will grow, you will elevate, you will change over divine timing. And you'll become a better version of yourself because you are really holding yourself motherfucking accountable. Ain't Shane? And there ain't no cliche shit. No, my girl, my dude, that's some OG shit. But wow, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you holding yourself accountable and trying to become, babies, a better man, a better girl. If you do struggle with jealousy, don't try to motherfucking cap and gaslight yourself by trying to make it seem like it's okay because it's quote unquote not envy when it's the same thing. Hey Shane, that's what I'm seeing, mama, papa. And a lot of people that don't want to acknowledge this are mainly people that really don't want to do the inner work. Again, I don't really care if a bitch or do want to admit that or not. There's things within your character that you have not held yet, sweethearts. You have not really held whatever that you have wanted to. You haven't held it with a lower God and your higher self so that you can outgrow that phase of being a jealous-hearted person. At the end of the day, and you could say, well, no, I'm not, it's not that serious, it's not that deep. Okay, so why you jealous then? Why are you jealous of people? Why are you jealous of things done? You know what's really funny? People that tend to carry jealousy, and they have this box that they like to step on and sit on and lay on and go to sleep on and eat on and talk on and breathe on and do everything on. Darling, that was bullshit, Molly. You know, babies. You know I like to add a little space. You know, like relax. Ain't Shay, we chilling over here. We chilling, relax. I know you know you probably listening to this and you probably like, yo, your bug ass mouth need to hurry up because you talking my shit, shorty. Ain't nobody talking shit. Relax, shut the hell up. Nah, I love you. I love you. You already know. Like, if you a Katayu supporter, you know I like to pop my shit, but you know I love you. And you know it come from place of love. It's wow. But you know I'm going to keep that shit wow with you because at the end of the day, babies, that's what's going to help you. Lying to you and shit like that to tell you what you want to hear to make you know your toes felt really good. Bush, my dude, that's not really going to help you, mama and papa. I got to tell you the truth, baby. Even if you don't want to hear what. Because that at the end of the day, by the grace of Allah, God will benefit you in the future. Even if right now, you may not be willing to accept the truth. If it's a Lord God's will later on for you to, you will. In divine timing. You know? But like I was saying, people that really struggle with jealousy, they have this box that they like to sit on. And this box is symbolization for, they have this mind frame where they feel like that everybody has this emotion of jealousy. Everybody gets jealous. Not every motherfucking body's jealous, my mother. That shit is, you know, like, I'm sorry, but that's also very limited thinking. And it shows a lack of maturity within you because not everybody's the motherfucking same. I don't give a damn. If you have people or a group or a big group, a small group, whatever size the group does, that is one way. Not everybody and this dimension is exactly the same. Why do you think I said earlier, like, some people think like this, but not everybody? Because you can never put everybody on the same category, sweetheart. In this dimension? Hell no, my nigga. And you wanna know why? Because that's not how Allah God designed it to be, because it's a duality-filled dimension. So he has different people on different timelines when it comes to like the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, the psychological, the energetic development. So you can't put everybody in the same category. But a lot of people, babies, that suffer from jealousy and that has this embedded in their character, they have this mind frame that everybody's jealous. You ain't saying everybody possesses this within them. No, everybody don't possess it within them. So understand that if you possess it within you, sweethearts, you can. By the grace of Allah, God held that part of yourself, but it will require you doing the work. It will require you really listening to Allah God when He's guiding you and different ways in your life on what you need to hear that will start to make you become a person that is not filled with that jealousy emotion. Because you can see all these that it ain't that serious. Okay, so if it's not that serious, why the fuck you got jealousy within you? Because again, like I just explained, not everybody carries jealousy within them. So you can't see, well, you know, it's not that serious. Like, yeah, I'm jealous, but it's not that serious because I'm not envious. You know, everybody got jealousy. No, bitch, no, my dude. Not everybody got jealousy. So what the fuck you talking about? If you want to talk, make it make sense, my girl, my dude, because you ain't making sense at all. Stop with the bullshit, like I said. Stop with the cop. And just call it out and say, okay, you know what, like, I, as a girl or as a dude, I gotta work on myself. You know what I'm saying? It's something wrong with the fact that I look at other people and I feel this emotion of like jealousy. And it could be over anything, babies. It don't only have to be like, accomplishment or achievement. It could be anything. It could be off of a person's looks. It could be off of a person's hair. It could be off of a person's skin color. It could be anything. It could be off of a person's height, physicality. It could be anything that you're jealous of. You have to really ask yourself, why do you feel that emotion of jealousy? All because a Lord God has blessed that person and whatever kind of way he has blessed them. Why do that make you follow me? You gotta ask yourself that, my loves. If you really want better for yourself, don't blanket the shot and gaslight your damn self. And make it seem like that it's okay because it's not quote unquote envy, when in reality, it is. It is envy. Envy is jealousy. Jealousy is envy. They're two different words, but it means the same thing. And you have to know with Satan's energy, my loves, he's designed the energy of Satan, the way that a Lord God permitted this to be created and this dimension. Satan is used as a device to test the human race, to test humanity, to see, would you cave more into the lower version of self that is connected to Satan's energy? Or would you walk on a sun and strive towards the higher version of self, which is directly linked to a Lord God, the universe energy? Again, a Lord God don't expect for you to be perfect, but he damn sure don't expect for you to be motherfucking Satan's son of daughter. As I always say, babies, and I've already went over like how a Lord God really views things when it comes what he do expect. But jealousy is one of those things that jealousy and envy, those are some things that are very heavy-handed or some well-ass shit that can lead to a lot of shit in life. You know what I'm saying? So you need to understand that it's a powerful emotion that comes from a negative aspect that needs to be worked on and held within you, babies, if you do struggle with it. Don't try to act like that is not an issue just because you don't want to work on it for well, and you want to lie and tell yourself and gaslight yourself that everybody's like that, because no, everybody is not like that, sweetheart. Just be honest with yourself and realize that you're like that. And yes, you have a lot of people out there that is jealous and envious. We all know that. We're not going to act like that does not, because we all know it is. But be a motherfucking leader, my nigga. Don't be a follower. Don't just do shit because everybody else doing it. I always encourage you, babies, stay in the motherfucking lane that you're driving on. See, that's the problem. Too many people are looking at other people's lanes and they want to drive on the same lane that other motherfuckers driving on instead of being focused on their own damn lane. You don't gotta be like everybody else. You don't have to do everything that everybody else do. Do what a Lord God is guiding you to do. And if what a Lord God is guiding you to do happen to be something that maybe another person doing with them, whatever, but that still don't have nothing to do with you, because you're not doing God for the purpose of being like somebody else, babies, but you're doing it for the purpose of being your authentic self that the Lord God is guiding you to be, babies. That's a whole different story, big dogs. Don't be a fucking follower. It's too many followers out here. Be a leader in your own lane. And you don't gotta accept being that way, mama and papa, all because you know there's a lot of people out there like that. Okay, who the fuck he is? What you gonna do? Suck everybody's dick? Or are you going to get the fuck up and do what you need to do for yourself, babies? Let's on some OG shit. I know that means sound well blunt, well 100, but that's exactly what the hell it is. It's well blunt and it's well 100, so what? Yeah. So I'm seeing this because this will affect you in more ways than what you may be aware. Jealousy is a well ugly ass trait, and so is envy. Both of them bitches ugly as fuck. I'ma keep it well. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit start to trickle and manifest in different ways in your life, rather again, if you're consciously aware of it or not. And it will start to just change different things in your life. A lower God can permit that to happen because you're not working on that within you. You gotta remember that you are what you put out at the end of the day. So if you are putting out negative energy to the universe through being a jealous toward a person, which is also being an envious toward a person, you have to know, sweethearts, a lower God will permit the universe to send that energy back to you. So it will manifest in different kind of ways in your life. Whether if it's a specific area in your life or multiple areas, sweethearts. But it's going to manifest in some kind of way because that's the energy you put out. Yeah. That's the energy, sweethearts, that you put out. So this is why, like, Satan plays on that lower version of yourself, and he wants you to be envious. He wants you to be jealous. And he wants you to think in your mind that there's a difference between the two. When in reality, there's no motherfucking difference. Both of them shits is stimulated from the same emotion of a low vibrational disease within your heart that is attacking God. And then it affects your mind and how you view things. So then you start looking at things fucked up. Learn how to be happy for people. Learn how to just, you ain't shame, be inspired by motherfuckers. Whether if you know them or don't know them personally. Learn how to just appreciate the things that life my girl might do. And I ain't no cliche shit. That's some OG shit. Learn how to mind your motherfucking business out here at the end of the day. And stop being jealous of other people and what a Lord God bless them people to have. You're not dumb. They're not you. Mind your business and stay in your lane. That's the problem. People don't know how to mind their motherfucking business. They always so damn concerned with everybody else, but you don't want to work on the person in the mirror. You want to lie in the mirror and see that it's okay to be jealous because you're not envious. Bitch, you're the same thing as envious. My dude, you're the same thing as envious. And I don't give a damn if ain't nobody told you that, sweet. I'ma tell you it because I love you. But I ain't fucking with that shit at the end of the day when it comes to that excuse. Because that's what the hell it is. It's a gaslighting technique that you're doing to yourself when you say that shit. You're more than that, sweetheart. And you need to know that. You're more than that. Because if you would, Allah God would not be promoting you to hear this right now. If you know that you struggle with that, babies, it can't be helped. But you have to dig deep within, and you most importantly have to connect with the Lord God and your higher self, so that way you can start doing better and holding your ass accountable to do better. You know what I'm saying? That's going to look different for everybody, because not everybody's on the same life path in life or under the same circumstances or have gone through the same things for why you have that other trauma of jealousy, because that's what it stimulates from. When a person's envious or jealous, it's some type of motherfucking trauma that they experience in their life that they never fucking really healed from. Period. They never really healed from it by the grace of a Lord God. They didn't do it from an unspiritual level. I don't even care if a person, let's say they want to therapy, they talk to a therapist. Okay, that's nice and well. And nothing against therapists. But if you did not truly connect with the Lord God, so that he could really guide you on different things you need to do to truly heal yourself from that trauma, you're not going to be healed from it. You could talk to a therapist or a D. But if you ain't doing the work once you leave that therapist with the Lord God, bitch, you're not going to heal. My dude, you're not going to heal. And I gotta keep it well, mama and papa, because that's the truth. You could go to that therapist and then OD. But if you are not doing the inner work with the Lord God and your higher self, can't nobody do that work for you. And I'm just using that as an example when it comes to the therapist. Nothing against therapy, though. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. But what I'm seeing is at the end of the day, sweethearts, if you struggle with jealousy, envy, that is something that you really have to work with your Creator and your higher self to heal, because it's the inner wound that stimulates from something way deeper in your life. And the only person that can truly heal that wound so that way you can move forwards and operate at a more of a higher vibrational energy is the Lord God. And that, I'm telling you all, that's on some wild G shit, my nigga. I'm not copying you on that. You gotta dig deep. Listen to what the Lord God is seeing through your intuition. Pay attention to the signs He give you. Pay attention to synchronicities, which is different events that occur to get your attention to something bigger. Pay attention to the gut feelings that He's giving you on different things you need to do. You hearing my big ass mouth today talk about this? Guess what? This is a form of a sign that He's giving you. A synchronicity that He's giving you if you know you struggle with it. That's a form of a sign Him letting you know you need to heal that shit. Pay attention. Follow the yellow brick wall, babies. Because you can do it. You can. I ain't saying this stuff to beat you all up. Nah, I'm saying this shit to build you up. But sometimes, before you get built up, you have to hear the truth so that way you can take those blocks, which is symbolization of the truth, and start to work with the Lord God to build your own house back up, but more stronger, more solid, because you have more of a solid foundation within yourself and the Lord God. And that's once the world shut. So I want you to know, my loves, that this is the same concept. Two different words, but the same concept, stimulated from the same emotion. Don't allow Satan to use you in that kind of way, because he's going to always want you to stay in a jealous, envious kind of vibration, because it will keep you at a lower vibration of yourself. And that don't mean, it has anything to do with anything involving finances. Your vibrational level has nothing to do with finances or status or material things. You have a motherfucker that got all the finances, the material things, and the status, the accolades, whatever, and they still be a motherfucking jealous, envious ass person. So understand that your vibration has nothing to do with money, status, like accolades. Your vibration has everything to do with your connection to your Creator, Allah Himself, and your higher self. That's what it has everything to do with. Your mind, your soul, your spirit, your energy. It ain't got shit to do with motherfucking finances and the surface level bullshit. So don't get it fucked up and think that I do, because it don't, babies. Do what's best for you, sweethearts. If you know that You struggle with us, it's okay. But work on yourself by the grace of the Lord God to do better, so that way you can stop holding that energy of being jealous and envious. So I love you, Mama, Papa, so much. Love you, babies. So much. Please like this video so that way our channel can continue to grow. Comment below, babies. Let me know, is this your situation? If you saying this is something that you actually are struggling with right now, or if it's something that you actually struggle with in the past, my loves, but you actually, by the grace of the Lord God, help that pull to yourself and you move forward. Let me know, babies. Either way, remember, it's no judgment. Ain't saying like we not here to judge each other. We here, you know what I'm saying, to motivate each other and shit like that, and to inspire each other to do better at the end of the day. You should always want a motherfucker to tell you what's good. Anybody out here on a side note that ain't, telling you what's up, that's really trying to short you on shit that you really need to hear. You need to question that association with that person, because you need to know that when the Lord God is trying to guide you to do better, sweethearts, it may not be what you want to hear in that moment, but it's going to be what you need to hear. So at the end of the day, my loves, understand none of this shit came from judgment. It come from love at the end of the day. And I love you all. Like I really want to see you all boss up and do better when it comes to that shit. Because at the end of the day, you way too powerful as a dude or as a girl to allow Satan energy to use you, and that where he keeps you in that mind frame that jealousy is okay, when it's the same thing as envy if you are the kind of person that struggles with that. And I ain't doing no spooky shit. That's on some OG shit. Understand? Spiritual warfare is very much so real. So make sure that you're beating that shit by the grace of the Lord God, and you're not allowing that shit to beat you. So subscribe, become a part of the Dynasty, hit that notification bell so you are updated when I post my next topic. Make sure you check out the playlist too. There are so many different topics in here, babies, that you could really benefit from. I'm actually going to link a couple episodes below about healing detrimental character flaws. I highly recommend, if you have not listened to this episode, I did a part 1 and a part 2. And in this episode, I'm talking about, babies, like, if there are certain things that is like a detriment to your character, why it's important to heal it, how to heal it, some steps and things that I need you. So I'm going to link that episode in the description box below. Again, it is the part 1 and part 2, my loves. And I recommend, if you ain't saying that you struggling and shit like that with jealousy, that is considered to be like a form of a detrimental character flaw. So definitely tune into the episode, my loves, if you have not heard it already. Ain't shame, but it's a lot of other good shit in here that you could tune into, so check it out. Now pretty soon, babies, I am going to be having a lot of new stories that do get introduced to the channel. These will be new stories that you can actually watch, not just only listen to. So it's gonna be new stories that you could tune in on the channel. You could watch. It's gonna be my shit. Just a variety of different things. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you have not done so yet, go ahead and follow your girl on Instagram. Check the description box below, because there are other social media platforms down there that you can also follow, baby. So like Make sure you go ahead and follow your girl, because I would love to have you a part of Princess Samani Sharifa Dynasty. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. But until next time, babies. Peace, love, and light always. Mwah. Later.